Good evening. Welcome back to Simple Physique. Marty McFly. What a journey, huh? You know, I'm coming toward the end of a journey myself. A fat loss journey. And I thought how fun it would be to share with you what I've been eating in a typical day to drop body fat in no time. That way you can take that information and run with it, and you can see how simple it is for you to drop body fat like, well, clockwork. Speaking of dropping, if you wouldn't mind dropping me a like and a subscribe, from what I understand, subscriptions are what dreams are made of. And with that said, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It is roughly 6:30 a.m. and I am having my first meal of the day, a little bit of black coffee. I do practice intermittent fasting to an extent. I'm not terribly strict with the hours because I don't do it for any miracle fat burning properties because it doesn't have any. I simply practice intermittent fasting because it makes it easy for me to hit my calorie target for the day. It makes it easy for me to remain in a calorie deficit by going the first part of the day without eating, which I find fairly easy. So I'm going to finish my breakfast here, take little friend here to the dog park so he can get his exercise in, and then we'll come back, have my first real meal. Until then, cheers. Okay, it's just roughly 8:30. We're gonna have our first meal of the day. We're gonna be doing a little bit of French toast. So I have some bread here. That's 40 calories a slice. For the egg, I like to use muscle egg. This is strawberry flavored muscle egg. This makes for some great French toast. They've got a ton of flavors. They've got cake batter, chocolate, espresso, banana, strawberry. Pan all greased up here. Just a little spray. Measure out 1 serving. Pretty simple procedure here. We just dunk our bread and bam. We'll do 2 slices at a time. Bam. Little touch of cinnamon. Give these a little nice flipperooski. About a minute or 2 on each side. I have this just about every day. I don't know what I would do without it. First 2 slices are done. More spray. A little bit of egg left over.
Slowly pour this.
Get the cinnamon. I love to have some blueberries on top of my French toast. Do roughly half a serving, which is 70 grams. Toss them in the microwave about 1 minute. These pieces are nice and thick. What I love about microwaving the frozen blueberries, it kind of gives them this little syrupy vibe. Pour it over the top. Boom. So we're left with something very delicious here. Oh, I almost forgot one thing. Can't forget the sugar-free syrup. This is my philosophy. When I'm on a diet, maybe 3-4 months, I have artificial sweeteners pumping through my veins. It's not going to kill me because it helps me survive these low-calorie days. So I'm gonna go sit down and enjoy this delicious stack of French toast here. Talk to you later. So I just finished my French toast. I just wanted to point out something that I thought was really important. The trick to staying in a calorie deficit while being on a diet is having the highest volume foods, the biggest meals with the lowest calorie count possible. So for me, French toast is a great way to start the day because I feel full, but as you saw, it's only 320 calories. So starting off with some carbs to fuel the workout. I used to train fasted. I used to live by training fasted, but I've found that I can just push harder. I can have better workouts if I have a little bit of food in my belly. Sometimes I will still train fasted. It just kind of depends on how I feel that day or maybe what I had the day before. Perhaps if I had a cheat day the day before and I've got plenty of glycogen in my muscles stored up, I will then train fasted. But on a regular day like today, I'll usually have a little bit of food before I go in and work out. And with that being said, let's go do that. All right, just got back from the gym. Loving the belly scratches. Anywho, I'm gonna enjoy a post-workout snack. I got about 500 grams of cantaloupe here. It's about half of a small cantaloupe, medium-sized cantaloupe, something like that. Cantaloupe's a great snack because it's voluminous and low in calories. The 500 grams of cantaloupe here is about 170 calories. It's gonna hold me over until lunch, and you will notice that I am not running after a protein shake right now. I'm not chasing that anabolic window. Wanna know why? It doesn't exist. Especially because I had some food before I went to the gym. I have some protein being digested in my system already. Now, had I trained fasted, perhaps I would want to get some protein into my system shortly after the workout. But because that isn't the case, I'm going to enjoy this cantaloupe here, and then I'll see you when I prepare my lunch. Listen, buddy, you've been sleeping all day. It's time that we get up and we're going to walk. Hey, look at me when I'm talking to you. Hey, yeah, I'm talking to you. You wanna go on a walk? Do you wanna go on a walk? Come on, let's go on a walk. Yeah, you wanna go on a walk? Come on, let's go. Stretch it out. Oh, good stretch. All right, so we're back. We're gonna make ourselves a light lunch. Well, it's gonna be a big salad, and we're gonna make some homemade pita chips, which is awesome. I'm just gonna go here. So I've got some pre-chopped cucumber here. Sprinkle them on. It's like 20 calories a serving. So what if I'm under or over 5 or so calories? Who cares? Tomatoes, I'm just gonna take these and dump them on there. I'm gonna eat more of them. They're so good. Chicken breast here that I've already made. Each one of these pieces is roughly 5.5 ounces. I use this sugar-free marinade. If you can get your hands on some of this with G Hughes, game changer. These are our chicken breasts here. Just chop this up real quick. Takes 2 seconds to chop it up, so I need to add a couple things to like make it a little bit more palatable and enjoyable for myself. One of those things for me are olives. It's 30 calories for 10 olives. Makes my salad taste better. Our oven is preheated. Joseph's heart-friendly pita breads. The pita itself, as far as like filling it up, it's not the best pita. It kind of falls apart. So, but what I found is really good with these is slice it into pieces. Just toss them on, 350 degrees, 7 minutes, and you wait, and it's really, really yummy. Well, I got the pita chips cooking. Gonna add a little avocado. We got Skinny Curl Italian dressing here. 10 calories a serving for 2 tablespoons. So you know what you get to do? Douse your salad, because what? Oh, 20 calories? Take a little chipotle mustard here. Cool, that's all we need, nothing crazy. Now here's something that might be a little weird. I saw Greg Doucette do this, I was like, I don't know. I tried it, I was like, wow. Take a little bit of this sugar-free syrup that we saw from earlier, and just give it a little drizzle on a salad? What? Yes. Sounds weird, but many of the dressings that you have sugar added to it. Nothing wrong with this sweet salad, in my opinion. Now with those low calorie dressings, I don't really track them. I just leave a little bit of extra room in my overall calories to account for those dressings. It's a little monotonous to have to track all that stuff all the time. Pita chips are done. Pita chips here, ready to go. With the chicken, with the olives, with the avocado, and the pita chips, we're looking at roughly 380 calories for this entire salad. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'll be back shortly. So this is one of my favorite staple meals right here. It's a lot of high volume, low calorie foods. I've got a couple wraps that I made, and sweet potatoes is about 200 calories worth of sweet potatoes, 250 grams, something around there. And then the protein base are the Golden Star spicy black bean veggie patties. They are so freaking good. They add so much flavor to any dish. And the Beyond Beefy crumbles. I love the veggie options of meat products these days. They just taste really good, easy to cook. They go with just about anything. You can season them. Sometimes they come seasoned. They're fantastic. I love them. I also use the Holy Guacamole pre-made guacamole cups. I like the spicy ones. Sometimes I get the regular, it doesn't really matter. It's about 120 calories per cup, so it's just a great option. Really simple to do, easy to calculate. And for the wraps themselves, I have these Olay Extreme Wellness High Fiber wraps. They're 50 calories each. They are delicious. Pretty much every market carries these. And then I just stir fried the veggie patties and those beef crumbles with some squash, onions, and mushrooms, and that's pretty much it. I use a little bit of the Walden Farms calorie-free Chipotle Ranch, and I use some of the G. Hughes sugar-free ketchup for the sweet potatoes. And I've also got my bubbly here. This is my sparkling water. I don't drink calories. Don't drink your calories. It's a waste of calories, especially if you're on a diet. So this meal here, including the veggies, is 713 calories, 114 carbs, 23 grams of fat, and 41 grams of protein. Like I said, I tend to leave my biggest meals for the end of the day. Anyways, I'm going to dig in right here. That's a wrap. Done with dinner. So it's currently 7:43. I like to have my last meal sometime around 8 p.m. So I'm gonna go straight into dessert. I'm not afraid to eat late. Just if I eat right before bed, it messes with my sleep a little bit sometimes. If you believe that eating late or right before bed makes you fat, you should go watch my video on diet myths, because that's a big one that you need to stop believing. I also like to space out my meals to where I'm like not starving all the time. So if I have my last meal at 8 p.m. and then I go to bed around 10 p.m., I'm not really hungry. And also I wake up and have a shorter amount of hours in the morning that I have to fast before I have my first meal. Anyways, on to dessert. So this is a little something that I like to make. It's sort of like a cheesecake tart type of thing. This one is more of a peanut butter banana flavor. The base is fat-free Greek yogurt, and then I just mix in a little bit of sugar-free, fat-free Jell-O powder. You can use any flavors you want. They have banana, cheesecake, white chocolate, vanilla, I mean, you name it. And then I take a serving of powdered peanut butter and I mix that in as well. It gives me sort of this cheesecakey consistency. And then I take the Olay wraps that I had for dinner, the exact same ones. Then I fill it with the cheesecake filling, wrap it up, and then pan fry it for like a minute on each side so it gets a little brown, put a little bit more of the cheesecake filling on the top, drizzle it with some sugar-free Hershey's syrup, and just a touch of Hershey's cocoa powder. Just a touch, like not even a serving, just like a little sprinkle just to give it a little mwah. And some chocolate milk made with unsweetened cashew milk and more of the sugar-free Hershey's syrup. This dessert is 228 calories. That is all the food for the day. No more food until tomorrow, but I am full. This is why I save my biggest meal for the end of the day, so I feel full and satiated, and I'm not craving a bunch of crap before I go to bed. So the final count for the day is 1,850 calories, 159 grams of protein, 260 grams of carbohydrates, 79 of those grams are coming from fiber, and 46 grams of fat. Also, my calories are on the lower side for me right now because I'm coming towards the end of my current fat loss goal. I didn't start at 1,900 calories. I actually started my current fat loss journey at 2,500 calories, and I slowly tapered that down as the weeks went by, depending on my progress each week. If I saw that my results started to slow down, I lowered my calories even further, and I am ending up at around 1,900 to 1,800 calories at the moment. I've got another few weeks to go. This is what I do to get lean. It's really not that difficult. It's pretty simple. You just gotta get a little bit creative with the food. And again, keep in mind my calories are very low right now, so if I was starting at like 2,500, that's a whole other huge meal that you could have there, or just bigger meals in general. If you're creative, it's really easy to stay full and keep things tasty when you're on a diet. It really is. Just gotta educate yourself a little bit, and you get a little handy in the kitchen, and it's no biggie. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.